Matthew 6, verses 5 to 8. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep on babbling like pagans, for they think they'll be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. In the passage today, Jesus is teaching his followers how to pray. This is God teaching us how to approach God. And what he says could be summed up in two words: be authentic. When you pray, don't use religious formulas or say things out of mindless obligation. Don't use lengthy words for the sake of it or babble on and on. Don't try to impress the people around you with the words you say. Just come to him honestly, with all your raw feelings, even when those feelings involve anger, disappointment, and frustration. In fact, one of the best prayers I've ever heard was from a junior doctor at a prayer meeting in a hospital in Kenya. She spent the day with a family with a very sick baby, and during the day, this baby sadly died. At this prayer meeting, she prayed a prayer like I'd never heard before. She said, "I can't understand why you let this baby die. I trusted you to save her and you didn't." You know, this prayer was so honest and so full of faith. It was authentic. When Jesus says, don't pray on street corners, but instead go into a room and close the door, he's not saying never pray in public. He's simply saying your public prayer should be an overflow of your private prayer. And both are about an authentic relationship with your Father. Heaps of books have been written on how to pray. But perhaps the best way to learn is simply to listen to a young child talking with his or her father. Look at the intimacy. Look at the joy. Look at the honesty and the openness. Look at the informality. That kind of conversation isn't forced or mechanical or stuffy. It's intimate and alive. That is what meaningful, authentic prayer looks like. So when you pray today, say what you really think. Be authentic. Why don't you go into a room, close the door, and tell God how you really feel. What's going well? What are you finding hard? What are you angry about? And what hurts? Tell God how you really feel.